Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Coveney, and I am Mrs. Colorado, and I am continuing on with my Tree Line Path series. And as many of you know, I have been speaking about the day program Tree Line Paths for my whole year as Mrs. Colorado. And today we have Laura Ayres, and Laura is the mother of Christopher, and she's actually a Joshua School parent, and she's actually done some really great things for Tree Line Paths as well. And actually, a quick shout out to her brother, Andrew. He is the one who's been building such a beautiful website and has built a beautiful website for Tree Line Path. So we'd like to give him some props today as well. But Laura has a son whose name is Christopher, and Christopher has Fragile X. And Christopher has been dismissed from a couple of day programs here in the state of Colorado. And my whole point of interviewing Laura today is to speak about how some of those behaviors have been honed, and Christopher is doing so well at Tree Line Paths now. So Laura, welcome. I would love to just hear about your experience with Christopher transitioning from the Joshua School into Tree Line Paths and what it's done for him. So welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. He left the Joshua School 3 years ago, almost, 3.5. And we transitioned him to a day program. And the Joshua School helped us. And as he got through this day program for about 2 months, he lost it. And what we found through that program and the next 2 that he participated in was that he did not have support with his behavior. So when you have a person who has behavior, you need qualified behavioral therapists to work with them, because the people that they hire for these day programs don't get paid very much, but they also don't get any training, and they don't understand behavior, and they don't know what to do with him, and they don't know how to support him. They don't know how to set their expectations. So we went from a day program where he ended up causing $2,000 worth of damage to another day program that we called 2 Men in a Van with no plan. And he drove around for a couple of weeks with no purpose in his life on the north side of Denver. We live on the south side, which is fine, but it's not his community. And then we ended up in another day program where he was only able to participate for about 4 hours a day, 2 to 3 days a week. So he really was home more than he wasn't. And that was really hard for him because he really relies on that structure. Mm-hmm. So once he started at Tree Line Paths, which was January 26th, we started him a few hours a day, a couple of days a week, and then we've increased his days, increased his hours. Now he's up to 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. And it's life-changing. And whenever Tree Line Paths shares a picture on Facebook and I share it on my page, everybody's like, he looks so happy. And I said, he is. Finally, he's happy and he's content, and he knows he's with people that love him and know how to work with him.
Well, and it's so nice too, because I've actually met Christopher, and just even his interaction from the first time I met him to the second time I met him has just been amazing. And I think you were telling me earlier today, Laura, when I spoke with you, that he actually is starting to do a little bit of work for Park as well.
Yes. And Mike started, and Megan started with him, a couple of minutes because he had to wear a face mask, which we found out was like, okay, we have to figure that out. So now he can wear a face shield. It was 5 minutes. He's increased to 30 minutes. He had to get a food reward in order to participate at the ARC thrift store. His little job that Mike invented was pulling the empty hangers off of the racks where people take the clothes and purchase them, but they don't take the hanger. So that's his job, and he's really good at it. And they always need people to pull hangers. So he is up to 30 minutes, and today we got a note home that he was able to do it without a food reward.
Oh, that's great.
It's huge because he doesn't need more food. And It's the only reward he likes. And so it's really hard to reward him. And so if he can do things without having to be rewarded, then it's more intrinsic and more, well, it's easier. And then maybe he can transition to other things.
Right, and work even longer. And I think
Right.
that's one of the things we've talked about a lot is, so now he's giving back to his community, and there are so many day programs that it is kind of like daycare. There's not much structure and there's not that much learning, but what many of these individuals are learning after they transition out of their programs at school at the age of 21 is they're kind of falling off that cliff where they don't know what to do. So what Treeline Pass has done has made it possible for them to start learning life skills. And, you know, Christopher's learning to do a job that's keeping him engaged. And so it's just these baby steps that really, I mean, Mike and Megan are just so awesome and have really been able to hone in on individuals and the skills and the way they work and the things that they need in life.
Right. Well, and it's like I said to you earlier, is they have to wake up. Everybody has to have a purpose. I mean, Christopher's purpose isn't to drive around in a van all day and go to the store and go to the mall or go to, you know, like the Littleton Historical Museum where he went when he was in 4th grade, and he doesn't fit in the chair because he weighs 250 pounds. I mean, it's not appropriate. And he's not at a playground anymore playing where he's 24 and there's little 2-year-olds there, because that's what they were doing.
Right.
And so they have purpose for him now. They know what to do. And as Mike said to me once, he said, we enjoy each other's company. Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't think anybody's ever said that to us, ever.
Right, because they're viewing it more as a job as opposed to these people that truly love their clients and get such joy with their job from seeing the progress that they're making. I mean, we all like to see, when we're doing a job, we all like to see progress if our job means enough to us. And that's the great thing is Mike and Megan are seeing such a huge impact, not only on themselves and each other when they're together, but on the community as well. So I couldn't be more impressed with the entire community now. So
they are doing a very unique program that is so needed.
Right.
And when I was told about it, I said, oh, it'll happen. I mean, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they've gone from Christopher and Cole to 4 kids in 2 months.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like there aren't people banging on the door to get in.
Right. Well, and it is great for all of the donations that you've all passed along, because there are definitely some disparities in some of the Medicaid laws and the things that these individuals are eligible for as far as payment goes. So your donations, everybody, are so appreciated. If you can link your King Soopers card to Treeline Pass, if you can link your Amazon Smile account to Treeline Pass, your donations are extremely appreciated. And actually the X Drive Classic is coming up as well on July 26th, which is a golf tournament at Pradera. So I know I'll be there, and it'll be a really fun time, and we can get back to these things now and get outdoors and enjoy it.
Normal.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, Laura, I really appreciate you talking to me today, and I appreciate knowing that Christopher's doing so well, because I know that it has been a really long couple of years for you and your husband since he left the Joshua School, and I'm so glad to know that he finally feels at home and he finally gets what he deserves.
Yes, it's been a blessing.
Yeah, definitely.
We're very grateful. So yes, thank you.
Well, and if anybody has questions, Laura, I'm sure you're willing to answer them.
Oh, yeah.
Because Christopher does have some of those bigger behaviors and some of the experiences that you've had. And I know you run Colorado Fragile X as well, which really quick, I know we have to go, but really quick, just explain to me some of the differences between Fragile X and autism, because people ask me that question a lot and I can't really explain it.
Well, it's all right. Nobody else can either. Fragile X is genetic, so it's the only genetic form of autism. The traits that you would see that are autistic or things that the kids are kind of disconnected from people. They're not interested in people. They're not social. Fragile X kids are more social, wanting to be in that crowd, and their anxiety is high. And you know, because we've been told Christopher's autistic too. He has a lot of autistic-like traits, but really what I've been told is Fragile X trumps autism. It's much more than that, and it's easy to get tested for Fragile X to learn the difference.
Okay, very good. Well, if anybody has any questions for Laura, reach out to me.
Yep.
And we will look forward to adding this to our series on Tree Line Pass. And hopefully you all will reach out if you have any questions. And I appreciate you being with us today.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Have a good one.
You too.